Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have an interesting video. I am going to talk about the Insta360 X5. This was released a couple of days back and I have been using it since then. The good part is that I am in a place, and that's not a wallpaper. Those are actually mountains behind me. So I'm in a place where I can review this. I can give you a good understanding of how the camera is and whether you should go ahead and invest that kind of money in this. So before we get into the camera, to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon and don't forget to like the video. It really helps the channel grow. And now let's get into the video. The Insta360 is now on its 5th generation, the X series of course, and this camera is absolutely amazing. You can see the amount of precision which it has got into, and this is my first time using a 360 camera, so you can imagine the excitement. And this particular camera is really good in low light, so that is something which is absolutely amazing about this. Let's fire it up now. So here you can see the camera is fired up, and even though we are in a lot of sunlight, the display is absolutely bright and nice. And I have got the stick as well, so let me put on the stick so that we can see it better. So now we are on the stick, and this is if I'm not wrong, the 1 meter stick, and you can see how nicely it fits. You can even have more accessories over here, so that's something there, but we'll talk about that later. So now let's go into how this camera is. So if I talk about the features, and I'm not going to talk about the only the new features, we'll also speak about the ones which are already existing. Like, I'll give you an example. So suppose I shut this, okay, and I click on this. So it automatically starts for whatever the last video was. It'll automatically start that video, and it will start giving you the footage. It will be, this is obviously the 360 degree video, so it has started at. So that is absolutely amazing. I really like the feature. And as soon as you press this, it automatically start shutting down. If you want to stop it, you have to press any button, which I did. Okay, so now this has got two options, 360 and a single lens. So you have got photo, which takes 72 megapixel photos. You can even change it to 18 megapixel. You can have pure shot, raw, HDR photo, all of that coming into the picture. You can even have more high dynamic range with the DNG file, which you can obviously edit later on. So let's keep the HDR photo on. Okay, and you can even have a timer, obviously, because if you're using the selfie stick, you will need a timer. So let's set it at 5. Okay, so I removed the selfie stick. Okay, now let's go on to the next one. So you have the video, and this takes a 360 degree video, so you can see my hand as well. So that all is there, and if you go out, you'll be able to see really good angles. I think this is more than 180 both the lenses. It has to be more, because otherwise it cannot stitch this that well, because if you look at it, it's even taking that part, which is truly amazing. So with that into perspective, let's go on to see the settings. So you can take this up to 8K, which is again really crazy, and that is something which you should explore if you want to do it. Obviously with 8K, active HDR is not supported, which is a bummer, but it's still there. You can have frame rates, obviously. You can even put it on to 5.7K plus. So basically it decides what it's going to do. Then you have 4K as well. So all of these points are there. See, to be frank, I have been shooting at 4K, but you can shoot higher than that, so that you can zoom into things, which is the actual part, right? And so let's keep this on 5.7K, and I have put in, you can put like any storage into this, practically up to I think 1 TB or something. So I have put in only 64 gigs, and it's giving me a lot of help. Okay, now that said, let's look at something else as well. Let's look at the other modes. Okay, before we look at that, you can obviously choose everything like a normal camera. You can have filters, you can have your white balance, you can have everything. You can even have jitter, blur reduction, all of that. You can have adjust your exposures, environment, all of that. So if I have obviously kept everything on auto, so that the camera does everything on its own. Then you can even have manual modes where you can choose everything, but I've kept it on auto. If you like to tinker around, you can do it. Here you go back to the recordings which you have. Like if you see this one, we just did that. And you do get another menu over here which you can choose your rotation lock and all of that. So right now the rotation lock is on, so it can go in all angles, which is what you should keep it at. You have got settings as well. As I said, 64 GB, so I've put that, but you can put higher than that. Then you can even customize a button. So there is a button over here which you can customize, which is also good. Then you have all of the other things which are there, like normal things. You also have the volume, which is there. You have auto brightness of the screen. You can even do a pre-recording. So save the video for 30 seconds before you press the button and capture, which is really good. So that is something which you can do if you want to. If you're looking at something which is fast moving, then this is something which you can do. You also have gesture control, voice control, twist to shoot. If you have the stick on, you can just do like this, and it will start shooting. You then have endurance mode where you can get maximum battery life, and you have other settings as well, like Bluetooth, audio, blah blah blah. So here you can even see which microphone you want to use, strong wind noise, voice enhancement, stereo, 360-degree audio, all of this. I mean, it is crazy what they have baked into this small thing. It's really small. Look at the size, and it's just amazing. And the battery life is also absolutely amazing, because I have tried this and I do not need to charge this for 2 days. That is almost 3-4 hours of recording. So that's amazing. My memory card also doesn't support that kind of timing. So you can imagine that it is absolutely amazing. Okay, now going to the other modes. So then you have pure video, which is basically for low light. You can choose whatever you want in that low light. So right now, if I choose this, here also you have got an option of 8K, 5.7K and 4K. Then you have Insta frame, which is basically simultaneous flat and 360 video, which is good. If you have something which can shoot both, I think that is something which you would love to do, so that you don't have to edit too much. So this is a good thing. You can even choose which view you want, and you can do barrel rolls, you can do a lot of things which are absolutely amazing. So now let's go to the other modes. So you have Insta frame, then you have time lapse, which is as it says, you can put it on a tripod and do that. Then you have time shift, which is hyperlapse. Then you have bullet, which takes slow motion video with 360. You have loop recording. You have road mode. Now road mode is something which is very interesting. It takes loops of videos of 18 minutes, because my card can support 18 minutes. So it will keep on taking loops, and you can even choose more than 18 minutes. So you can justify a space on your memory card, and it will just keep filling in that and doing a loop recording. So which is absolutely amazing. And you can choose this. You can even do what you want: charging, not charging, loop space. As I said, loop space. So you can choose how much do you want. Okay, with that, now let's go to the other parts. So we did road mode. Now let's go to the last one, which is star lapse. Now on star lapse, you can shoot 18 MP photos, which is unlimited, which is also pretty good according to me. Okay, so this is the Insta360 app. You can have album. You can even connect to your camera. So it is finding the device. Right now my device is off, so I'm not connecting it to it. You can edit videos. You can have which is actually the good part, and that's what I wanted to show you. You can even auto edit videos, which is again very interesting. And obviously you have your own profile which is there. Okay, so that is something which is there. You also have coupons and extended warranty and blah blah blah, so all of that is there. And now let's go on to something which is which edits the video. Okay, so suppose if I go on to this one here, you can actually, this is a 360-degree video and you can see everything, which is the absolute amazing part. And there's a church which I had shot, and you can see how well it has shot it. That's my hand, and this is not even on the selfie stick, and that is me. So it records obviously 360-degree video, which is really good. You can edit it, as I said. You can even choose, you can trim it, of course. You can have an AI frame, so AI frame will then decide what has to be done. You can do alternate, you can do your face. You can even choose the editor. You can record which part of the clip you want. So now, right, like maybe I want to record starting from here, so I say record, and I only choose like this, and then I say stop recording. So it will only keep that much part which I had chosen. Plus, if you move the phone, the video moves with it, which is again really good. You can have different modes also. I will show you that. And add multiple effects is that you can obviously zoom in, which doesn't give too much clarity, but if you shoot on 8K, at 8K it will show good amount of this thing. But look at this. So you can go into 360 degrees. Let me choose another video so that it's more appealing to you guys. Okay, now if I look at this one, you can actually go into complete, so it can go into 360 degrees, create a tiny planet kind of a thing. It can even zoom in, which is absolutely amazing. On the editor, you also have a couple of things which you can do, like selfie. You can have forward view, all of that coming into the picture. So you can have selfie, all of that coming into the picture. You can de-warp, so that makes the video a little bit lesser fisheye than what it is. This is all obviously AI and software, but yes, this is something which you can do, and I think this is the good part about this camera. And also that if you're a creator like me, and you want to just put it on, like shoot a video, put it on YouTube or Instagram or wherever, then in that case, with all of these software features, it becomes really easy, and you can just put it on anywhere you like. So that is something which is a really good part of this app which Insta360 has made. Let me do one thing. Let me also show you a footage, and I will keep that at the end of the video so that you can see the footage, and let me know what you think about it. So that, guys, is the Insta360, and I think it is an amazing camera. I would treat it more than one action camera. It is definitely more than that. It comes with a lot of things which a creator or a normal vlogger would want. So it is absolutely amazing for vlogging. But if you are a normal not a vlogger person, you can check this out. It really helps you get a lot of accesses into some camera angles and some camera techniques which normal cameras just cannot, and your phone camera definitely cannot. Also, one thing I would like to put over here before we end the video, and if you guys are still here, that when I started using this on the selfie stick, I was looking at the places more. So if I'm going to say a church or something, I was actually looking at the church more than my phone or the camera, which is the right and really good part. So if you are a travel freak, you should definitely get one of these. It really helps. So with that, we end the video here. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section, and I will respond to all your comments and questions. And as usual, thanks for watching.